No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lincoln. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhuskers offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Iowa's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Might be calling a hot route. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And a lot of times the defense is focused in the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's looking to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Dickens. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Iowa has the ball back on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running back searching for a hole. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more
Touchdown, Iowa! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it, and the ball is loose on the return. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to take push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. The quick out. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Huskers are on the move. Give to the fullback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Pointer. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
The kick is on its way. Makes a catch at the 10. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Jamison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. got it behind the line. It's Madden. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's a heat. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball,
he tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Dixon. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Pointer. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. New set of downs after the completion. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
He's got it. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They go to the ground. It's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Good, right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've been outstanding here in this 1st half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great 1st half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Turning it on. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Still on his feet at the 45. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him.
Intercepted for the 11th time.
And what a great job.
Didn't even see him there. What the fuck, man? That's why I hate calling that play. Fuck.
Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no.
So now it's second and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pointer. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. Job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
I had a guy.
Finds his man. It's Madden. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire.
Oh, fuck.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in.
That was stupid.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Took himself out of range.
One more snap coming before halftime. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Hell yeah.
That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half.
Well, damn, it can put me in the middle. Shit. Oh man, 12 miles per hour wind doesn't mean shit apparently.
Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Wow.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And with the closest guy to the football, man, so those defensive tackles, those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. He'll have enough first down, and they stop him at the 45. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully...
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership...
Senior running backs over here to running back you. We'll get them right for you.
These rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field.
Send them to Iowa. We'll get them right over here.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Oh my gosh, man.
The open space. He turns this into a nice game.
They would not let me fucking turn that way to tackle this bitch.
It's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Oh my gosh, get the fuck out of here.
Stopped almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass.
Bro, react to the ball,
They
man.
make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got...
They make these running backs be able to block any fucking thing.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. The play action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this offense keeps giving up.
What was that, Edmund again? My bad, bro. You've been fucked. Oh, no, it's Laird. Okay.
They don't have
about to
many
say, you've
points in
been
this game, and this is a big reason why.
on the bench all year. Should been had you in.
3rd down's manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks.
Okay, why is nobody right there?
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
How is nobody right in the middle of the field? Why are you following him? Why are you following him? Hand him off to safety.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play.
Stupid.
They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quick completion on the out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
It's complete to the right. Brings into the open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's got it on the move.
Baby, you're fucking holding.
But there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Oh my god. He just let the fucking ball go. That's roughing the passer. That's roughing the passer. Boy, oh boy, man.
Nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up for the PAT. And the kick.
What are you doing?
There's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Looking for room. It's Matt.
They let me go to the right fucking hole.
And he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Stack the box.
Wants to go up top.
That motherfucker slipped and failed.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This for you, BP.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter.
Never mind, motherfucker's not blocking.
Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical. And a nice
Oh, now you fucking... Bro.
A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
Can we not run into the fucking O-line?
He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Handoff from the gun. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Fuck it.
And to christen
Good
this
shot.
quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. Oh, they're faking it. He's
Why are you going that?
And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field.
Okay, so I get it. I have a left-footed kicker. Why the fuck would you have to play art to go that way too, instead of it being flipped? Because my kicker's left-footed. I didn't see any fucking button at all. I'm looking for motherfuckers to go over here versus over here. What the? Oh my god.
It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Yeah.
There he goes. Moves it out to
Now they can fucking run the ball.
a nice 15
I know. I get it.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
They'll ride the hot hand. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to
You
pass.
didn't even do the fucking stunt.
The incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Go.
Be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't.
Look like y'all pass blocking.
Big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
This home field advantage shit is so fucking dumb sometimes, man. I can't memorize every fucking button.
No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains.
Yeah.
Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on 4th down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, they're just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap one.
Turning it on.
Ah, I hit the wrong fucking.
Finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Dickens. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's caught. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this.
Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point is good. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter. Got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Huskers look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Meyer. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They want that clock to run. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking for room, it's Madden. He has the first and still on his feet. Turns it on in midfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.